Journey with us to the Okavango Delta, where we'll uncover how incredible animals endure one of the worst droughts in decades. From June to September, this region should be a lush floodplain, but the severe dry conditions have challenged its inhabitants. Yet the wildlife of the Delta persists. You'll experience endangered African wild dogs, cheetahs making kills, and hippos fiercely battling for precious territory. If you're dreaming of a safari adventure, you won't want to miss this glimpse into the Delta's resilient wildlife. We arrived at Santawani Okavango Delta camp, and after being welcomed by the staff, we could not help but notice the large herd of elephants in front of the camp. Our camp, like many others in the area, has a man-made water hole where they provide fresh water for the wildlife. This is a crucial resource during time of drought. We settled into our home for the next few days and were greeted by elephants walking by our tent. We even had an elephant eating leaves off a tree no more than 3 feet away. There are an estimated 18,000 African elephants who call the Delta home. They live in herds, consisting of related females and their young, and led by the oldest female. Males usually leave the herd when they reach adolescence, and either live solitary lives or form small bachelor groups. But during a drought, the elephants are forced to coexist around any water source they can find. Elephants need a minimum of 20 gallons of water to drink every day. They also use their trunks to splash water onto their bodies to keep them cool and protect their skin from the sun. After we let the local traffic clear, we headed out on our first safari. This evening, we were fortunate enough to see the very rare African wild dogs. Also known as painted dogs, African wild dogs are well adapted to survive arid conditions. Their long, large intestine allows them to be very efficient at absorbing water from their food. This gives them the advantage of being able to go long periods of time without needing to drink. African wild dogs are classified as endangered, as there are fewer than 6,000 left in the wild. If you look closely, you might see one with a GPS tracking collar. Researchers use these to track the movements and behaviors of the dogs to hopefully gain insight into how to help this species survive. Wild dogs are highly skilled hunters, relying on speed and endurance, often chasing prey over long distances. Their diet primarily consists of medium-sized ungulates, such as impalas. As the wild dogs headed out for their evening hunt, we returned to camp to dream of what tomorrow's safari adventures will bring. To start off the morning, we found 2 male lions lounging in the morning sun. Male lions often form coalitions with other males. In the wild, they typically only survive 8 to 12 years due to constant threats they face, including fights with rival males and physical demands of defending a territory. As we watched, one of the males stalked a lone impala. Unfortunately, he was unsuccessful as the impala stayed just out of his reach. During times of drought, lions stay near water sources because their prey is also dependent on water. This allows the lions access to not only water, but also food, without having to move far. As our day continued, we encountered an ostrich. Ostriches have adapted well to arid conditions, so they are not impacted by years of drought. They can survive on the moisture they get from eating plants. However, they will drink if they find a water hole, and even use it to bathe in. We had the unique opportunity to see this primarily nocturnal honey badger out during the daytime. They are known for their fierce nature and adaptability. They can fend off much larger predators and have been observed using tools, such as sticks and rocks, to access food. These lions were on the move, making the nearby impala nervous. Do you know these bird species? Drop a comment below and let us know. As we ventured further into the evening, we found a mom cheetah with her 4 adolescent children playing in the sand. Unfortunately, our jeeps did not like the sand and became stuck. But after a bit of digging, we were able to free them and continue moving with the cheetah family. As the sun began to set on another day, this cheetah family headed out to hunt. Would they be successful by morning? Stay tuned to find out. The next morning, we found another pride of lions. It's still amazing how close we were able to get to these amazing predators. Soon after leaving the lion pride, we found our family of cheetahs. They had successfully killed an impala. They were enjoying their meal and keeping a watchful eye out for lions who might want to steal their kill. After enjoying the cheetahs, we continued on and were fortunate to catch a glimpse of this beautiful leopard. This group of buzzards was hanging out near a freshly cleaned carcass, and it didn't take us long to find who had stripped the bones clean. This coalition of adult cheetahs all had full bellies. Cheetahs are built to withstand the Delta's extreme conditions. They only need a minimum amount of water and may only drink every 10 days. They have a light colored coat that reflects the sunlight to keep them cool, and black stripes under their eyes that help absorb the sun's glare, enhancing focus on their prey. These are bat-eared fox and a steenbok. Driving deeper into the delta, we found the river. Only a small amount of water compared to normal years, but the hippos were making the best of it. Hippos are water-dependent animals that face serious challenges during droughts. They spend up to 16 hours per day in mud, ponds, and other waterways. If they are out of the water too long, they become dehydrated. Male hippos are forced to display dominance or fight for territory, often resulting in serious injury or death. This cute insectivore is an aardwolf. We also saw red lechwe and sesame. Blackback jackals are another species well adapted to this arid landscape. They can survive without any need for water. This jackal was scavenging a baby roan antelope kill. Unfortunately, the mom was still close by watching. We spent the last evening of our trip enjoying a beautiful sunset with yet another pride of lions. As the sun rose on our final morning, we were again reminded of how critical the man-made waterhole is to this area's wildlife. We saw a hyena come in for a drink, followed by many lions as the impalas watched from a safe distance. Water is critical to the survival of this delicate ecosystem. But the animals of the Okavango Delta are amazingly resilient, even during the toughest drought years. As we headed out, we spent a few minutes with the pride of lions who were at the waterhole this morning. They had stolen a kill from a pack of wild dogs. Then we headed to the plains and flew to our next adventure, Victoria Falls.